Mm. Um, this is gonna be a rant, a rambling, but I'm gonna try to keep it as simple as I can. I'm gonna try to keep it as short and sweet, but yes, simple as I can. Um, there's this particular YouTuber that's from the manosphere, and he did this video. It was a long, like about a year ago. He was talking about how the red pill represents the Sith Lords, on how the red pill is all about rebellion against, female nature and, you know, against blue pill rhetoric and all that stuff. And I get it to some degree. I really do. I really do get it. So you have to rebel against those evil forces that's hindering males' productivity when it comes to living life. I get it. But that one particular YouTuber that was talking about, being a Sith Lord is what all you need in this life and all that stuff. Basically saying that the red pill represents Sith energy and you need that Sith energy to conquer the world and all that stuff, to conquer yourself and also, I guess, the world around you or something like that. And I get where he's coming from. But once you really think about it, the whole concept of Sith, once you really think about Sith, is actually negative energy. And you don't want that type of negative energy to surround you all the time, like 24/7, 365. You don't want that type of energy to surround you all the time. Because if you do, eventually it's going to start breaking you down. It's going to start breaking you down mentally and spiritually. It really will. This is why, and also this is why I say that being a part of the middle, aka the bendu, it represents the middle of the force. So you got the ashla, the bogan, and the bendu. You got the light side, the dark side, and you got the gray side. The gray side, aka the middle, represents the bendu, the neutral side. It plays no part, but at the same time, it shares similar qualities of the light side and dark because it favors none. And like it understands both concepts of light and dark, but at the same time, they understand. See, the Bendu understands both concepts of the light and dark, but they refuse to fight. They refuse to fight a petty war against the Jedi's and the Sith. The Bendu just stays out of it. It is in the middle. But don't count the Bendu out. Just because the Bendu stays out of the petty wars between humans and Jedi's and Sith does not mean that the Bendu is a pushover. Because like I said before, the Bendu understands both qualities of the light and dark. And once you understand once you understand both concepts of the light and dark, you can become a very powerful a very powerful person because you understand these attributes. You understand because you basically understand the concepts of the light and dark. And like I said before, once you understand the light and dark, not only you can surpass, but not only you'll surpass your limitations as a person, but also the people that surround you as well. But going back to that YouTuber who talks about Sith energy, it's not good to have that shit around you 24/7, 365. It's best to be in the middle. Oh, and also the YouTuber also said that whoever said he said something about to all the guys who are gray Jedi's. He said that all gray Jedi's are nothing but cowards because they don't have the guts to they don't have the guts to say what's needed to be said. And I said, wait a minute, that's not true, homie. That is not true. And most of his followers agreed to him. but I didn't. I didn't agree at all. Because, like I said before, the bendu, aka the gray, the neutral, represents balance. You have the ability to control your emotions. You have the ability to say what you want to say, when you want to say it, and how you want to say it, motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to choose to show your wrath, you can choose to do so. Or if you choose to remain calm, even through the midst of a storm, you have a choice to do so because you have the ability to control your emotions and your actions because you represent the bendu. And when it comes to the truth, the bendu is all about that motherfucker. So you got that twisted. Talking about great Jedis are nothing but cowards, and they don't have the ability to speak up. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. And also, this is off topic, but when you watch the TV show called Star Wars: The Clone Wars, when you see the bendu, one of the last episodes with the bendu, when the Sith Empire invaded his planet, and the bendu was so upset, he somehow channeled all of his energy around himself and the planet. Like his energy was so immense that the planet started to shake, and the Sith Empire was afraid for their lives. And the bendu was sending lightning, thunder strikes and lightning strikes upon their machines. Upon their uh, basically upon their war machines, you know, like their fighter jets and their war machines and all that stuff. He basically sent down a lot of lightning and thunderbolts down to the Sith Empire and destroyed most of their machines, destroyed a lot of their fighter jets and their war machines. Basically Bendu was trying to show the Sith Empire that he's nothing to be played with. People think that it was sweet. So he showed the Sith Empire, his power of the gray, his power of the middle. And that's what he represents, the middle, the bendu. So once he showed his powers, a lot of the people within the Sith Empire started to cower in fear, and they ran away. A lot of them ran away for the most part. Some didn't, a few didn't, but most of them ran away because their arsenal, their fighter jets, and their war machines were completely destroyed by one particular entity, which was the bendu. But going back to this one particular YouTuber saying that the great Jedis are cowards, no, they're not cowards. They're actually way more stronger than you think. And like I said before, when it comes to the truth, the great Jedis represent that. And are they afraid to speak out when it comes to the truth? Hell no. They'll do it if they have to. If they really have to, they will do it. A lot of these guys talking about, I'm a Sith Lord, or I'm this, or I'm that, I'm a third. Okay, you can be a Sith Lord, yeah. But I realize eventually, those same dudes that call themselves Sith Lords, they end up being very bitter. They become drunks. They become loser Neanderthals. Not for the most part, but some of them they really do. But most of them, in my honest opinion, they become very bitter and very jaded. They become bitter and very jaded. And I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be a bitter, angry, jaded fool out here. I want to be knowledgeable. I want to think for myself. I want to be reasonable, not only to myself, but to other people. Because I realize in this life, man, we all we got. And we have to find ways to work together. Because if we don't, we're going to lose everything. And going back to the great Jedis, I respect the great Jedis. They're not cowards to me. And they try to bring balance within the Force in their own way. Like I said before, do they fight against injustice? Hell yeah. But do they fight injustice like the same way as the Jedi? No, they do not. They use more, how can I say, their tactics is more in line with the Sith a little bit because, like I said before, the great Jedi's is a combination of the light side and the dark side. But overall, great Jedi still fight for injustice. They really do. And to say that great Jedi's are cowards, that's a motherfucking lie. That is a motherfucking lie. They're not cowards. They have more guts than a lot of these dudes out here. So today, YouTuber, you did wrong when you talked about great Jedi's being in the, like saying that, oh, they're in the middle, so they cowards. So says, he believes that being gray means that you hanging on the fence. That's what it is. You're on the fence. You know what I'm saying? You gotta choose, you gotta pick a side. I'm like, nah, motherfucker, no, once you really think about it, the force is what you make of it. The force is what you make of it, man. It really does. Because what you really see, what the bendu was trying to teach people was that the force is basically neutral. It's how you use it. It's basically neutral. But it's how you come across. It's how you use it. That's what counts. And that particular YouTuber had the nerve to say you got to pick a side. Nah, motherfucker. When it comes to the force, there is no side. It's just that people made it into a side. That's all. See, some of these motherfuckers know what the fuck they talking about. The force is all around us. It's what binds us. It's our natural feelings. It's our emotions. It's our mental stabilities, man. It's all around us, man. It's how we think. It's how we feel. I know I'm kind of, running off at the mouth, but I'm just being real, man. And it just kind of pissed me off on how that particular YouTuber was talking about, how gray Jedi's are cowards because they're on the fence. It's like, no, they're on the fence. It's just that they're trying to find perfect balance within themselves. And will they speak out? Yes, if they have to, yes, they really will. They're not cowards at all. They're not cowards. Push come to shove, like in that episode with the bendu. He destroyed the Sith Empire with his energy on that planet. And his energy was so raw that the whole planet was shaking because of his raw potential in the Force. People got it fucked up out here, man. It's not about hanging on the fence, man. It's all about having control within yourself. I say it again, it's not about hanging on the fence. It's all about having complete control over one's emotions and actions. That's what makes you a real man. That's what makes you a complete human being for the most part. That's what gives you control. But that's all I gotta say about that, man. Shit, that's all I gotta say. So yeah, thank you so much and have a good day.